Today we won't talk about decoration. We'll discuss a decision worth tens of millions yet often overlooked by the board: office space strategy. Before diving deeper, please first answer 3 questions intuitively. The first, what is the approximate seat usage rate in your office at 3 p.m. on a regular afternoon? Second, what is the total annual office cost converted to per actual employee present? Third, if you plan to move or renew your lease next year, are you confident that the current arrangement is correct, or is it just the same as last time? If you can't answer any of the questions, it indicates that there is a continuous bleeding cost that rarely appears on financial statements, which is harming your operations. This is the governance issue in ESG. Market practices first emphasize the environment and employee welfare, but the actual order is just the opposite. Without the correct decision-making structure, even the most beautiful carbon reduction goals will become mere decorations. Office space is the most concrete and underestimated battleground in this matter. A renovation costing tens of millions and a 10-year lease should be decisions made at the board level. But in most companies, it is treated as a matter for general affairs and handed over to designers to handle, with no one verifying the results after the case is closed. This is the flaw of G. According to CBRE's data, the average occupancy rate of global offices is only around 50%. This means that you are paying for 30 to 40% of the space every day, but no one is using it. This is not about employees slacking off, but rather that hybrid work is a reality that cannot be reversed. However, most companies are still operating under the old assumption of everyone must be present every day. Taking a 500 ping office in Taipei as an example, if the utilization rate is only 50%, it amounts to approximately 9 million being spent annually on unoccupied space. This money is leaving your account every month. For property holders, poor spatial strategy harms asset liquidation and renewal rates. A building that is merely usable and a building that understands mixed office are priced differently in the market. The solution is not to have a designer reinstall, but to let the data speak first. This is the core of workplace strategy. Before making any design changes, first use data to address the needs. The traditional approach is to first determine the budget and then find someone to create the design. The truly effective approach is the opposite, allowing quantitative data to drive every design decision. This is not simply about reducing the area, but rather reallocating the budget to purpose-driven spaces that can attract people back, allowing for a smaller area while actually enhancing the quality of the experience per person. Every decision in this process is also a financial decision. By reducing the space that no one uses by 10%, we save 10% on utilities, reduce the depreciation on renovations, and incur less sunk cost. The quantified data is the only real evidence you can provide when facing client ESG questionnaires or regulatory disclosures in the future. This is the value brought by governance. Let's look at a benchmark case. Deloitte's London headquarters has implemented a workplace space strategy that allows 5,500 employees to share approximately 3,500 workstations instead of demolishing and rebuilding. The results not only save space, but also achieve the highest global BREEAM renovation score and WELL Gold certification, with a 72% reduction in per capita carbon emissions. This is not 4 projects, but rather 4 types of returns brought about by the same data-driven decision. This is the gap that workplace strategy has opened up compared to traditional decoration after 5 years. This is exactly what Green Jump excels at. Speaking with data analysis, we show you not just how much rent you save, but the sustainable value behind every square meter of space. First, settle the accounts clearly, then decide whether to proceed. This is the order that workplace space strategy should follow. This process can help businesses clarify the current points of space waste and identify the most prioritized entry points to address in the first phase when implementing strategies. The governance of office space determines a sustainable future. Thank you for watching. In the next issue, we will explore why don't employees want to go to the office? The problem may not be the system, but rather that the space doesn't understand people. I'm Green Jump Stan. See you next time.